The rise of dark narratives in history and culture. In the past couple of years, a trend of dark storytelling has taken the fields of history and culture by storm. Take, for instance, the explosive popularity of Black myth, Wukong. It's unleashed a kaleidoscope of dazzling reinterpretations of the Journey to the West saga. Among the most gripping is the conspiracy-laden take on the pilgrimage as a palace-style power struggle. According to this twist, internal strife riddles Lingshan, the sacred Buddhist mountain, while external threats loom large. So the big boss of Buddhism, the Buddha himself, orchestrates a grand pilgrimage scam. Tang Sang the monk is a hand-picked insider. Sha Sang the sand monk is a mole sent from above. The obedient six-eared macaque gets to stay, while the rebellious son Wukong is bumped off. In the end, it's all a massive chess game, played by the Jade Emperor, Luna, the heavenly sovereign Maitreya, and even Tang Sang and Zhu Beiji, who are secretly cozying up to the higher-ups. Poor, honest son Wukong. Just a pawn in their schemes. Historical reinterpretations take it even further. In the crowd-pleasing Three Kingdoms saga, while Liu Bei ascends as king of Hanzhong, Guan Yu launches his northern campaign. But his arrogance gets the better of him. At the peak of his conquest, commanding a mighty army, he's hailed as a force that shakes the realm. To keep Guan Yu from getting too big for his boots, Liu Bei opts for a sly borrow-a-knife-to-kill move. As for Liu Bei's famous entrustment at Beatty City testing Zhu Zhiliang's loyalty. That's a classic evergreen gag on the Chinese internet. Some go even wilder, painting Zhu Zhiliang as a treacherous minister on par with the notorious Qin Hui. These dark reinterpretations are hotter than ever, but where do they come from? What are they really trying to say? And what social phenomena do they reflect? The roots of dark narratives, conspiracy theories unleashed. At its core, dark storytelling springs from conspiracy theories. To a conspiracy buff, the world is puppeteered by an invisible hand steering the course of history. Some point fingers at the Freemasons, followed by offshoots like the Knights Templar and the Rosicrucians. Under this lens, familiar tailies get a shadowy makeover. The Freemasons sparked the French Revolution. Their infighting triggered the American Civil War. The Nazi Holocaust was a bid to resurrect an ancient cult of light, with psychoanalysis guru Carl Jung playing a key role. Then there's the American Jewish elite, pegged as the ultimate puppet masters of global affairs. Fun fact, only 2 US presidents weren't Freemasons, Lincoln and Kennedy, and both met their ends by assassination. These stories hit you like a tidal wave, igniting a craving to uncover the so-called truth of the world. The birth of modern conspiracy literature is often traced to a 1903 Russian pamphlet. Its premise: a shadowy group aims to dominate the globe through cunning plots, mainly via media and financial control. Now, it's not entirely baseless. Jewish folks do hold sway in Western cultural spheres. Hollywood's practically their stronghold, a powerhouse pushing white strength. But the obsessive myth of Jewish overlords really took off post-reform and opening in China. Getting rich became everyone's top priority, and the image of the money-savvy Jew suddenly shone bright. Folk tales sprouted up, all spinning around how Jews prize education and learning, leading to the conclusion: want to strike it rich? Study the Jewish playbook. For Chinese folks, this mystique peaked with Currency Wars, a book practically everyone owned back in the day. It casts the Rothschild family, a Jewish financial dynasty, as masterminds who engineered assassinations, funded wars, and tanked economies for profit, ultimately seizing control of money issuance to grip the world's economic and political lifelines. With the Israel-Palestine conflict heating up, the Jews rule the world chorus only sings louder. People lump Israel's up to no good, with evil Jews run a shadow government into one tidy package. If you're crowning bestsellers of conspiracy lore, the list is endless. Currency Wars, Who's Really Ruling the World? The Dollar Crash, World-Class Conspiracy, Low-Carbon Conspiracy, Supply Chain Conspiracy, Goldman Sachs Conspiracy, Wall Street Conspiracy, New Imperialism, Currency Conspiracy in China, Conspiracy and the Hijacking of China's Economy. You name it, conspiracies, hijackings, domination, it's all there. From conspiracy to dark narrative, a modern remix. Dark narratives distill the juiciest bits of conspiracy theories and remix them into something fresh. Old-school conspiracies were too grandiose, often crumbling under scrutiny with gaping holes in the details. They swung for the fences, big vision, bold moves, but couldn't hold up. Dark narratives, though, they're different. They've got vision and rich details forming a tight, logical loop. Take Journey to the West. Is the original novel dark? You bet, brimming with slaughter, piled-up bones, a world that devours its own. Today's dark reinterpretations don't tweak the text a bit. Instead, they slap on bold new meanings, string them together, and bam, a full-on dark narrative. They love spinning tailies of layered schemes. The younger the crowd, the more they buy into these intricate, ring-within-ring plots. Sure, pulling off such a chain of tricks is a logistical nightmare. The more steps, the more variables to derail it. But when you're deconstructing history, the author becomes the director. They call the shots, scripting it however they please. Think of something as far-fetched as Nirvana in Fire. Its political savvy is laughable, yet it swept the nation. Why? There's a reason. For the rising middle class, new readers of the four great classics and traditional culture, their cultural and aesthetic tastes haven't caught up to their newfound purchasing power and clout. For most, it's a fun diversion. Dip your toes in, fine, but don't get hooked. We've still got to live in the real world after all. The allure of villains and thick black philosophy. I'm not here to knock dark narratives, you get why. Today's dark tailies are just borrowing a skin to tell their own stories. Read enough, and it starts feeling familiar. Yep, it's the old-school blockbuster thick black theory reborn. This dark narrative mashup blends thick black with workplace vibes, gangland turf wars, and class struggle highlights. When Li Zongwu cooked up thick black theory, he preached thick yet invisible, black yet colorless, boldly fusing psychology and politics to dissect Chinese governance, economics, and socio-cultural layers. He boiled down the secrets of ancient big shots. Crafty warlord Cao Cao thrived on a ruthless heart, preaching I'd rather betray the world than let it betray me, slaughtering Liu Bosch, Kong Rong, Yang Xiu, and Dong Cheng, his career only soaring higher. Liu Bei. His ace was shameless grit, clinging to Cao Cao, Liu Bu, Liu Baiyo, and Sun Quan, crashing on couches, calling everyone dad, and crying his way out of tight spots. This had its era's fingerprints all over it. Li Zongwu lived through the late Qing and early Republic, a time when officials treated lives like dirt, foreigners ran rampant, starvation plagued the land, and scams were dime a dozen. No black heart, no grit, how'd you survive? Upright folks loathe thick black, its shady, oozing villain vibes. But these days, villains are exactly what people crave. Take Journey to the West again. Over 20 years ago, TV aired a bonkers sequel, Journey to the West, The Untold Stories. The plot was wild, the effects cheap, people wanted to smash their screens, yelling, "What is this crap?" Now it's a cult classic. Why? It's dripping with postmodern flair, compassionate Buddhas tangled in human love-hate dramas. The long-haired, black-robed Wushan Buddha, once a childhood nightmare, is now a fan-fave idol. Nobody cares for the prim Lingshan Buddha on his lotus throne, they're all about this rogue with swagger. Wushan teaches hard truths. Good deeds don't pay, efforts futile, rebellion flops. As Lingshan's guardian, he took on a divine test to ease suffering, sacrificing himself to save the world, only to get booted by the Buddha for breaking vows. Facing his brother's blade, his lover's death, and friends' apathy, Wushan snapped, turned dark, a Buddha twisted into a demon. Meanwhile, the Lingshan Buddha, facing demon Moro's taunts, he didn't even fight back, just reincarnated and bilayed. He grew up mortal, fell in love, got hitched, no delays there, then waltzed back to Lingshan to reclaim the gig. Those lofty gods sip on earthly pleasures but lift no finger for the masses. Revered deities FLSH Chinese letter smiles but reek of hypocrisy. Wushan's got a line he's been choking on forever. Justice, justice, where's the damn justice? That's dark narrative in a nutshell. Back then, people trashed it for missing the point. Now they get it, and it hits hard, tears and all. From scriptures to screens, the dark evolution. Wushan's roots trace to Mara, the demon king of Buddhist lore, always poking at the Buddha's core ideals. His mantra, "I'm here to mess you up." Picture a loudmouth blogger bragging, "When Mara rolls in, I'll just sit there and let him swing, I won't even flinch. Let's see what he's got." Mara ignored his kid's advice, sent goons to stir trouble, but the Buddha stayed cool until nearing nirvana. Only then did he drop the tough act, admitting, "The world's sliding into the age of Dharma decline. Mara's taking over, I'm out." Too grim, too downbeat, no way it'd get filmed like that. Lately, villains are stealing the spotlight, racking up sympathy points. Characters like Half a Sun Against Heaven or the Fishmonger win hearts. People hate their dirty deeds but ache for their backstories, glimpsing a flicker of themselves in the shadows. Old takes on conspiracy theories called them a social illness. Sufferers don't explain, they convince themselves. The number of conspiracy nuts far outstrips the conspiracies, a supply-demand law. When demand outpaces supply, conspiracies don't just spread, they balloon into wild, warped beasts. As long as truth's complexity stumps some folks, dark narratives and their conspiracy kin will always have a crowd. If truth were simple and snappy, these edgy takes wouldn't hog the limelight. Global echoes and the trap of fatalism. The West's got its own dark narrative game. Stranger Things kicks off with a kid vanishing, unraveling a sprawling hidden plot. Germany's Dark is its grittier cousin, cycling every 33 years from 1888 to 2053, 165 years of a family's three-generation time travel saga. In the creepy town of Winden, kids vanish mysteriously, cops are clueless, and secrets across families and eras creep out. Weirder still, time turns nonlinear. Those missing kids aren't gone, just zapped to another era. A killer line sums it up. We believe time flows linearly, marching on unchanged to infinity. But the divide between past, present, and future, just an illusion. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, they're not sequential, but an endless loop. Everything's connected. Infinite time loops are terrifying, blurring ancient and modern, past and present, stripping us of temporal sense. That's dark narrative's ultimate layer, fatalism. In game after game, escapes a pipe dream, events are preset, scripts rehearsed, we're stuck. Yet we cling to historical materialism. Like dark setup, it's a war humans versus time. Win, and we master time, seizing true free will.